Okay.
And welcome back to Crackdown, everybody, on the Sandbox Jukebox. We are in the final
Uh,
leg of this quest to liberate a generic American city from generic foreign gangs.
you've done this
And
again, haven't you?
I have literally done this again. Yes, I brought you and Aaron back to see how I end this terrible fucking game. Do you know, it's not even terrible. It is a GTA clone, quite fucking literally. Um,
Hi
uh,
everyone, I'm Adam. I'm new to
yes,
the channel.
you're not new to the channel. Don't fucking lie. You've been here since the start, you div.
I don't want people to know this.
I don't want people to know that I played that I've been here multiple times.
Okay. Who wants to give me a summary of the game so I'm not lost?
No, okay, so essentially there's three parts of the city. One is controlled by this kind of Mexican style cartel. Then we have an Eastern European gang who controls the docks, and then you have this corporate triad, quite literally, that controls the city center. The first gang that we cleared was Los Muertos. They were a cartel, and we basically level up our guy throughout the game with different
What?
challenges and
Ah.
just overall combat.
Okay, so the fact that you can leap across tall buildings.
Yes, he is a super cop. He's a RoboCop essentially. Um,
Okay, that
and
was unexpected. You
You
have
do
to
have to
prime.
collect a lot of stuff to jump like that.
yeah, this is like nearly maximum agility. So
Okay, and no
basically,
fall damage.
there's fall
Bravo.
damage. It just there's a takes a bit to do that, but yeah, once you reach terminal velocity, you will almost certainly get fall damage. Um, and yeah, so basically, like level up your skills, take down enemies, take down sub bosses, and then take down the big bad. Then you get a little bit of a rebellion at the end, and then the gang is dead. Cleared
Okay, so
off.
so
Context.
you have 0 in running, 31 in driving, 72 in arson, 11 in ironing your clothes, and 18 bullets.
Yeah, why is driving your worst skill?
Well, because Aaron, once you do like agility and stuff, you don't need cars. You can just from roof to
Yeah,
roof.
same
Aaron,
with
did you not see him leap from building to building?
that.
If anything, a car would slow him down.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you for somehow getting agreeing with me, Adam. Holy shit.
I'm not agreeing with you that you should have done this. I'm just saying that it has happened.
You're agreeing with the principle of why I'm doing this. Okay, fair. Yeah. So as you are jumping in, we are essentially three or four bosses.
If leaping from building to building is the most optimal mode of transport, the game is wrong.
The crack is basically because the world is engulfed in crime, Adam. You have to understand, right? The crime is overtaking everything, and
Okay, so
every
it's set in
city.
modern day LA.
Pretty much. And sorry, it's not LA. It's Pacific City, of course. How could you not tell from the skyscrapers?
Uh,
Um, but so all the world's police force has combined into what's called the agency, and they have created these things called agents that are essentially cyborg policemen who are going to clean up the city one by one.
I'd say those are favorable odds, Agent.
And yes, we
oh,
have this comic book narrator who tells us if we're doing a good job or not.
so you have favorable odds at 35%.
Yep, pretty much so.
Is that the civilian mortality rate or?
Well, depending on how you play, yes. But essentially, it basically just tells you there, like your 35% is your chat is comparing how
Died way
you
too
play.
easy.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be one of these games, isn't it?
I remember dying a lot, yes.
Yes, unfortunately. But yeah. So the whole premise is essentially like you once you start leveling up, you should be able to clear these bosses quicker, and then by clearing out the sub bosses and the lieutenants, you make the big boss easier to deal with. So,
Oh, okay.
and I think if I'm right in saying that in order to actually clear the gang outright, you need to clear out everyone. So there is a degree of an order. There's a certain level of order to how you clear them out, but basically it is just like clear some bosses first, then take a big boss, then clear out whoever's left, and you're done. And as we are here, we're on the final gang of them all, the Shy Gen, which are basically a
Let
triad.
me guess, the Mexican cartel.
No, the cartel was Los Muertos because
Really? Are they not
Spanish.
the triads?
No, no, the whole kind of being in Spanish is probably the giveaway there, lads.
Oh,
They just don't fall damage.
I should have saved my question on fall damage until that point. I'm sorry.
You should have, yeah. That kind of answers that fairly
Yeah.
adequately.
It's your fault for not writing in the timings into the script.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. I thought you were. I thought Aaron was doing that, but obviously I was wrong.
What
But
the
yeah,
fuck is the iron in your hood?
it's your
Melee.
it's your melee.
Oh, that's a flexing bicep.
You were playing Monopoly, like.
I genuinely couldn't tell what that was.
I was like, Agent, you've improved your house working skills. Good job, Agent.
Agent,
criminals.
we're going to need you to leap from building to building, but don't even think about landing on your heel or you will crumple into atoms.
Yeah. They kind of need to do a kind of like, reassess it. If this is a super soldier that's able to jump from building to building, maybe give them some shock absorbers, just saying.
Yeah, or just, stick a spring on your heel.
Yeah, pretty much. Well,
Carry a
Aaron,
pillow with you.
I believe you played this game already. So perhaps you can give some real life experience of this classic from the Xbox generation.
What the fuck was that guy doing? Was he a zombie?
Yeah, I think so. I remember, like you have to find the bosses on the map, but like sometimes you have to walk by them really closely.
Yeah, you
So
literally
I
have
was
to
just missing
complication
people.
of them, and yeah.
Your chance of success is slim, Agent. To weaken this kingpin, I'd focus
Wang?
on chambers lower down in
Yeah.
the dossier.
So remarkably enough, the leader of the triad is called Wang, and he just has a massive Trump Tower style structure in the center of town.
Thank God you said Trump Tower style structure there.
He
You can't start a sentence with the leader is called Wang, and funnily enough, he has a massive.
does have a massive structure.
He has a massive ego that he strokes constantly.
He does. That's right. Yeah. I mean, his posters are everywhere. Like his Wang is publicly viewable.
Be well-trained and well-armed.
Wait, are those little blue things that keep shooting into you experience points, or?
Yes.
Pretty much. Yeah. So if you blow somebody up basically with grenades, you get explosive points. If you shoot somebody, you get marksman points.
Oh my God!
If you get melee, if you kick the shit out of somebody, you get melee points, and that improves your health.
If you kick someone to death, you get melee points.
Yes. Same way if you run a criminal over, you ironically enough get driving points.
The only ways to gain experience are murder.
Well, you're clearing. No, it's not murder, Adam. You're cleaning the city of crime. It's completely different.
I mean, crime is a shit that needs wiping up.
Exactly. See, I know you don't understand this. Well, what you also find wonderful is the lock-on. Do you remember how bad the lock-on was, Aaron?
I never used it. I just free shot at everything.
Yeah. I kind of understand where you're coming from here.
Okay, you know what? These guys are really dedicated to their mission. Fuck it, I'm into this game. Let's do it.
I think this game got you quicker than Far Cry somehow, even though it's like followed the same rule books. Like, oh, suddenly here's mutants. Like,
No, I'm into it. Let's do it.
Okay.
This is pure video game logic. just walk backwards down the corridor, lobbing grenades.
yeah, why not?
I mean, it worked. They're all stationary targets for some reason.
Yeah. Now, should clarify as well that like you do get a couple of toys to play with as an agency worker, as it were. So, like when we respawn, if you respawn at the agency tower, which is in the center of town, you can start up with a car that's like virtually indestructible, but you have a choice of whichever one you want. That'll help you get around town and such. But as we kind of said there, once you boost your agility up enough, you kind of don't need it, Likewise, you do get like starting weapons and so forth, but the loadout I have here, I'm actually taking from other gangs. So in order to do that, you have to basically secure them in your safe house. Safe houses that you have to.
God. Oh my fucking God. You just kicked the guy's spine through his mouth.
Yeah, and it was very entertaining.
What the fuck is this game?
Basically, what RoboCop sees in his dreams.
Yeah, I mean,
And you
like,
see
okay,
the
so,
lockup.
so how do you lean on a wall in this game?
You basically just hide behind a wall. That's the best way you can describe it.
No, I mean, like, how do you regenerate health?
Basically just inactivity. Just like hide for a while, let your shield regenerate, and the health comes back by itself. So realistically, all you want to do is just keep your shield up.
How do I keep playing this game? Basic inactivity.
Pretty much. Just stop for a second. Just give yourself a minute. Just get some help.
Everyone knows that contemplation is the best healer.
It is, to be fair. Like it's always whenever you're at a course or some sort of like thing, and someone asks you, "Let's reflect on what we just spoken about." It's like, I'm not a fucking mirror. Let's get on with it. Like,
Oh.
let's reflect. It's like, let's fucking not corporate speak. Let's just move on, please.
Corporate speak.
Yeah, they love saying phrase like, "Let's reflect."
Break your legs.
It's okay. Just through basic inactivity, they will repair themselves.
There you have it. See, look at that shield. Just as good as new.
Ooh. That guy must be really late for work.
As you can see, I get tremendous fun just blowing up these cars.
I mean, the structural damage is minimal.
I also just like letting them know I'm here.
Implying there's a stealth option.
There really isn't. Like, I cannot stress enough that there is literally no possible stealth option. Like, if you happen to sneak up on a guard, that is purely by accident.
I don't think it's possible.
No, it isn't. Like, now in fairness, like you might be able, if you like max out your athleticism and stuff like that, you'd be able to like just jump over a couple of levels of guards. Like, I've done that before with a few bosses, but again, that's not necessarily by design. Like,
Wait, what? You can't go into the lift, you just have to activate it? Oh, okay. I was genuinely confused there. What the fuck?
yeah,
I remember this. This is the lift is outside, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. And then I think you have this like part of the tower, and then you have another bit to go as well. And I was like, I remember playing this bit and was going like, where is the guy? I've cleared out this entire building and he's still on the fucking map. Where is he?
Let's see. They couldn't afford to install any lighting in the elevator.
No, clearly not. They just basically made a concrete slab and just pulled it up.
Oh, that was satisfying.
It is quite like it is quite gratifying to watch them blow up.
Why are they leaping to their deaths?
I don't know.
Is it just like, well, the options are, I'm a video game goon, either he kills me or I take myself out, and I'm not going out like a chump, I'm going out on my own terms.
Yeah. See, what happens as well is, which is very frustrating, is so I mentioned the lock-on, right? The lock-on just is lazy. Very, very lazy. So it'll get stuck on somebody, like they could be dead or in the middle of a death animation, and there's like 4 people shooting at you, and there's no option to switch lock-on.
Oh, it locks onto object rather than enemy.
Yeah, literally, like you could, like you could be aiming at a car, and there's 5 people shooting at you, like.
Yeah, why aren't you getting that car skill up here by driving a car into this building?
It's a suboptimal strategy for this level, unfortunately.
You know what, Jonathan? I expect you to do a challenge run of cars only in future.
I'll remember that for next time I'm playing Crackdown. I'll just bring my Hummer everywhere I go.
I love the little jig you did there.
Yeah. So the other little, I suppose, little bit of meta you can do in this game is, if say you're like this and you die, if you like pretty much like hit the building straight away, those enemies don't respawn as quickly.
You're
able
fucking
to-
kidding me. This hasn't been you reloading a save the whole time. This has been the world. This has been just consistency within the world.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much.
No. No, that's a bad video game. Apologize.
Or as in this case here, where I basically took a respawn and it just magicked up some rocket guys on my base, just for no reason. It just did.
No, game, apologize. Okay, forgiven.
Yes, I think you see one of the great advantages of this game is the ragdoll physics. It's always quite fun, especially when it happens to you.
Alright, what's your character's name? Give me some backstory here.
Again, Aaron, you might know him better than me. I don't think these guys have names. Like they're all
Well, there's a list of different people you can pick.
yeah.
I think they have names. I don't know.
I probably do, but they never refer to.
Is this literally one of those things? It's in the manual for when you're on the drive home from GameStop.
I think like it was you were away in a different country and you've just returned and the city's bad.
And my God, you've got to kill those foreign ethnicities. I'm fairly certain that Wang's just a businessman.
Hilarious enough that they actually just don't have any names. They're all just different ethnicities. Like there's African American agent, Asian agent, Russian, Thai, Goth agent, Nordic agent, tribal agent. Or if you get the DLC, Caribbean, stealth, tactical, and masked agent.
So I'm sorry, was that athletics orb 128 out of 500?
Yeah, so it's like
you're leaping from building to building on less than a third of the potential.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is this game?
Don't ask me. So, so the crack is basically whenever you do find a new, shall we say, operative or lieutenant, whatever else, you get this basically briefing from headquarters.
How can you fall from like less height than that, land on your ankle, and instantly be minced, but you're blasted by a fucking rocket? And it's just, oh, what a minor inconvenience.
It's because it was a slower fall. Like they calculate this.
What? I did an additional 8 flips, and that lowered my momentum.
Yeah, exactly. The rotation slowed you down.
I parkoured it. I rolled upon landing.
There you go. You have to tuck in with your knees, and you're fine.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I didn't say that.
But yeah, like basically every lieutenant has like a certain role. There could be like someone is the weapons chief. There's someone's like the, with Eastern European gang there was a human trafficker, so that like he controlled the numbers of like people you have to deal with.
Oh. Okay, so you can actually make it easier for yourself by killing others.
That's exactly it. Yeah. So again, the way I describe it is like you don't necessarily feel a benefit when you're facing each lieutenant, but you do feel the benefit when you're facing the big boss.
Your ineptitude is embarrassing.
Yeah, I agree.
That's embarrassing, Agent. How could you?
The fact that there's no cover implies that you're just meant to eat these bullets.
That like there isn't any natural cover. Like any cover you do get is completely accidental. Like it's part of the environment or whatever. And as I said, like I don't remember there being a crouch button. So yeah, then you are literally just expected to slope and move along. Like
because you have your shield, so that's supposed to take the hits, and then when that goes, you hide behind a wall or whatever.
Pretty much, yeah. Like you go for a bit of cooldown, get the shield back up and running, and then if you do get a bit of like say breathing space, you're able to regenerate health as you're going. You know.
Okay, but where's your love interest?
We don't have a love interest. This character is literally nobody. There's absolutely no character to him whatsoever. He is just an avatar. Like